and then when you do that, it should come up.
To the left it said stop stream, but that's to stop it.
Don't take stop stream.
I gotcha.
Just take those lines here. I'm refreshing. Yep, you're live. You're
Good. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Good, we're all set. Okay. Everybody ready? Ready to go? Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the Village of Walton Hills, December 2nd, 2021 Planning Commission meeting. We call the meeting to order. Second item is Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. Okay, roll call. Joe D'Amico.
Here.
Todd Toaz.
Here.
Janice St. John.
Here.
Raymond Whedon.
Present.
Okay. Don Colograph, Mayor present. All of the committee present, along with our law solicitor, John Montello, our building and zoning inspector, Rob Kalman, and our village engineer, Joe Gelati. Okay. Item 4, we have a motion for approval of the minutes from October 14th, 2021.
Mayor, I'll move to approve the minutes of the prior planning commission meeting,
October 14th.
October 14th.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Todd Toaz. Vote on the motion. Mr. D'Amico?
Yes.
Mr. Toaz?
Yes.
Ms. St. John?
Yes.
Mr. Whedon?
I abstain as I was not present at that meeting.
Okay. And,
I was
yes.
excused from that.
Okay. Oh, we made a motion for it.
Yes.
We should have put that in. It's in the minutes. And I am yes to those too, so minutes approved. Okay. Any old business? I don't have any. Rob, anybody? No old business? Okay, new business. Item A, 021-06, parcel 794-34-004 and 794-34-006, block consolidation to create parking for around-the-clock maintenance. The comments from the memo of 1103 should be addressed prior to plan approval. And then, since they're both tied together, more or less, item B, which is 02107, the site plan, preliminary plan approval pending final administrative review, permitting and pending conformance with the comments of the zoning inspector. So, those two items are on the agenda. I know in the packet that Lisa sent out, we do have a letter from our engineer, Joe Gelati. Actually, two letters, one from 11-2 and one from 11-3. We do have the application and the permits in front of us, the legal description. So let me start with here. We'll start with the consolidation, because that's the first one. I'm going to read what I have in front of me from Mr. Gelati. Does everybody have that page? Okay. After review of the submittal for the above-named project, submitted on 10/25/2021 for the above-noted item. These are the items, the comments that Mr. Gelati had. Remove signature blocks for city manager and building commissioner. Plot needs signature by the surveyor of record and by the owner prior to signatures of village officials. Notary is not required for the surveyor of record, only for the owner. and it's somewhat difficult to differentiate between the various lines in the plot representing existing building, property line, fencing, etc. Can this be clarified by using a, this can be clarified by use of labeling, hatching, or line types which are clearly different. The plot should show all easements and setbacks. Please note that Francis Avenue no longer exists. Please remove from the plot. Conclusion. The above noted items should be addressed prior to plot approval. Okay. And then, I guess I read that one first, but Joe, I probably should read the other letter in the record too, wouldn't you say?
I don't think it's necessary to read the entire letter.
Okay.
The commission members all have it, and I believe the applicant has it as well.
Okay. You guys all good? You have the other one dated 11/20/21 to
Yes.
review? Okay, great. All right. Joe or Rob, would you like to comment? Before we have the applicant speak?
On the consolidation, I don't have anything.
Yeah, for the consolidation plat, I would just simply say you've got the comments there that the mayor had just read into the record. I think from a zoning perspective, the village doesn't have a problem with the plat, which is really our primary focus. But also, we do need the plat to be correct before myself and the mayor can sign. So I would suggest that the commission could motion to approve the plat pending the comments of my memo being addressed. And then if we do that, that can kind of streamline the process. And I can work directly with their surveyor to make sure that the plat has the i's dotted and the t's crossed, so to speak, so that it's in a condition in which the mayor and I can sign.
Okay. Would you gentlemen like to comment at all on anything before we go around the horn here?
Yeah, David Roth.
Yeah, Dave, do you want to come up? And you are the applicant, David?
I'm DHA Architects. We are the applicant for Scott Bond. We received the comments and we're waiting for this meeting so that we can finalize those comments onto the drawing. We don't have any issues with that end.
Okay. Okay. Committee? Any issues with 021-06?
Nope.
All right. We'll move on to item B. Everybody else? John, anybody have any good on this side?
Mhm.
Okay.
Because it's separate, do we need to make a motion to accept this? Or
Yeah, I have whoever will decide to make the motion, I have something here we can follow here. I can give it to you.
I was wondering if you should do it now, one at a time.
Yeah, you want to, we can do them one at a time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think-
Would you like to make the motion, Joe?
Sure, I'd make the motion to accept.
Here, I want to just, unless you were going to read it from there, so here's what we got. Take a look. It might be the same as what you were going to make.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve 021-06, the accommodations of parcels 794-34004 and 794-34006, pending the comments from the memo from 11-3 are addressed.
Second.
Second by Mr. Whedon. Vote on the motion. Mr. D'Amico.
Yes.
Mr. Toez.
Yes.
Ms. Janice St. John.
Yes.
Mr. Whedon.
Yes.
Don Colograph, yes. Okay. Motion approved. 5-0. Okay, we'll move on to item B. 02021-07, site plan, okay, which we also have in front of us. We did receive a memo from Mr. Gelati dated 11/02/2021 with his site plan review comments. I know we all have gone over this, we've had it quite some time. The conclusion this is the conclusion from Mr. Gelati. From an engineering perspective, it is recommended that the commission grant preliminary plan approval pending final administrative review permitting. Rob or Joe, would you like to add anything to that at this time? I know we've talked about it, you've talked about it with the members.
Yeah, no, to the mayor's point, from an engineering point of view, that's certainly the recommendation. On the memo, the first 5 items really are just information items for the applicant, so I'm not going to bother to read through that. The only other item I will add is that the applicant did provide a traffic study, which is in support of locating the new proposed driveway where they've shown it on the plan. So as such, I think that's the proper location for the driveway.
Everybody should have a copy of that from TMS Engineers, the traffic study. Also went over access to drive, review. Any comments on that?
Yeah, Mayor
Yes,
Collier,
go
I
ahead.
have one question on the trip report that's related to the paved parking, not the gravel parking, is that correct? The 28 trips in and 31 out, that all related to the
Oh, the trips?
Yes.
The vehicle trips. Yeah, that would be related to the proposed parking lot up front, the paved
Up
lot
front.
that has access on the
Okay.
Northfield Road. Correct.
And other than showing Hannah Parkway on the one permit, is everything the same on both of these drawings? I can't seem to find much difference in them.
The parking lot up front, is that generally for employee parking? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, I had another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
And that's related to the gravel parking lot, and whether or not, since gravel is pervious and whatever rain will make its way into whatever's underneath there, is there drainage underneath that gravel going into this retention pond, or is it just whatever goes through that gravel is going to just be absorbed by the ground?
So, and typically that'd be a question for the applicant to answer. I would say that we usually don't get into that level of detail at the planning commission level, but the applicant might want to add or provide some information on that.
The gravel is to reduce any mud from any trucking that would be on it as they exit out the around-the-clock maintenance entrance exit. So the purpose of that, no, there's not any subterranean drainage. It would all be percolated into the soil.
Maybe graded towards the retention pond, then to graded towards the retention pond perhaps? or-
Here, John, grab the
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my only question on that is with the new gravel area, gravel truck, it just says parking area, and you know, in absorbing whatever oils, you know, debris from the trucks that are parked there. They're going straight to the ground. That's,
I'm sorry, I can't.
if it rains, whatever's.
Well, it'll be cast into the retention.
Well, that was my original question. Does it make its way to the
Oh, yeah,
retention pond?
yeah.
And the plan would probably reflect that, you know, at the grading, the height of the mountains and all that, if it doesn't already. I'm not sure if it does or not.
Joe, is that an acceptable way?
Yeah, certainly. There's no issue with that. You know, and I guess maybe to expand on the answer a little bit. Right now, we have what is generally an empty field, an undeveloped parcel of land. So the applicant's planning to develop it in the fashion which you see here on the drawing. He's indicated that he's setting aside an area for a stormwater retention pond. So when we get to that point in the proceedings or that level of detail, we would ensure with the plans that they submit that this parcel all drains properly to the pond for the proper stormwater detention so that we don't cause flooding, whatever property may be downstream. We don't want to increase stormwater runoff onto an adjacent property. Yeah, maybe that's part of what you were getting at.
And that'll be part of the final drawings of the engineering.
Construction.
I have a question. Do you have any plans for landscaping, since this is right up to Northfield Road?
I believe we put that on the drawing, and what we're going to do is try to carry on what is in front of the round clock maintenance north to that
Okay.
new property.
Okay, thank you.
If I may, that's what I captured in my portion of the review was that, I see that it was indicated, we'd like to see that, and as my review notes said, let's make sure of the size and quantity and spacing as per our codified ordinance. I believe when I sent that,
Yeah.
when I sent the review, I sent out
Yeah,
ordinance with it.
right.
So, and then additionally, I guess when talking, we'll say, the exterior lighting as well.
That will be on the final engineering drawings.
Correct.
We realize we have to light that.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna read yours in the record, Rob, because I got yours here too. You did yours, you do have your zoning review and comments. The landscape indicated on sheet S1 shall conform to the requirements of Walton Hills Codified Ordinance 1298. A lighting plan will need, as you just said, will be needed to be submitted for exterior lighting that conforms to Walton Hills Codified Ordinance 1298.11. And then the new ground sign must conform to Walton Hills Codified Ordinance Chapter 1296 sign regulations. So you guys should, everybody has that in front of you too? Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob, because I overlooked yours. I was looking for yours, I'm thinking, well, maybe Rob just let, but then I remember us talking about it and reading yours too, so. Okay. Any other questions from the planning commission? Rob, did you have any comments? Joe?
Nothing more.
Okay. Applicant, would you?
No.
Okay. Well, are we ready to take a vote on that, on the site plan, 021-07? Everybody satisfied? Okay. Who would like to make the motion? Because I do have, it's basically there, but I got a little cheat sheet there if you want it. You're
Go ahead.
great?
Okay. Mayor Coldegraff, members of the Planning Commission, I offer motion to approve item, I don't know if it's item or ordinance, item 021-07, site plan preliminary plan approval pending final administrative review, permitting and pending conformance with the comments of the zoning inspector. a motion to grant preliminary plan approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Toaz. Vote on the motion. Joe D'Amico,
Yes.
Todd Toaz, Mr. Toaz,
Yes.
Miss Janice St. John,
Yes.
Mr. Raymond Whedon,
Yes.
Mr. Colograph, yes. 5-0, motion carries. Motion passed. Yes,
Can we move forward with the consolidation plat prior, because that'll be finished before final construction drawing? Is that something you want submitted at the same time?
I'm going to refer to our building department and our engineer.
I would recommend you have your surveyor make the adjustments as needed, and he can submit to Rob in the building department at any time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's maybe better.
Okay. Any other comments? Everybody good? Okay, any comments, Dave? Okay.
It's been a long time coming.
Can I get a motion for adjournment?
I'll move to adjourn. Mayor?
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Vote on the motion. Mr. D'Amico,
Yes.
Mr. Toaz,
Yes.
Ms. St. John,
Yes.
Mr. Whedon,
Yes.
Mr. Colograph, yes. Meeting adjourned at 7:28 PM.
Make sure these two guys are happy, all right?
Yeah, they. We're good. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Joe, Rob.
Tell Vince I said hello.
Okay, so we got that. Mr. Harkai, how are you, Denny?
I'm gonna tell him to cut the-
Very good.
cut the recording.
Yep, I'm gonna hit the stop